Ready for Friday?
Yes, and I feel like we're missing something here.
Yeah, Liz is tired of us. I don't know if you've noticed.
Well, she cut me off yesterday, so.
She did.
I think.
Foreshadowing. She's like, I'm done with you, and you guys are about to be done with me. She's off today, but we promise she's going to be back next week, so a reason to really tune in there. But welcome to The Plus, 9:15 every Monday through Friday on 9 News Now and WAFB Plus. It's felt like a kind of a stretch to get to this point to Friday. It is finally here.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed yesterday's record-breaking warmth, more to come.
Yeah, I got good news for you.
Yeah, you get more of it.
Yeah, I've been on the struggle bus this morning. Words have been kind of hard to come by, so we'll see if we make through the next couple of minutes.
No,
Let's give you a look at what's happening outside today and into the weekend. We're seeing kind of a mix of sun and clouds outside right now. Some sunshine breaking through those clouds. It's been a very warm and humid morning, no doubt about it. And we'll give you a look at temperatures around the area. 73, Baton Rouge, Gonzales right now 75, New Roads at 71. Now, if you peek there kind of towards the upper left of the map for Polk 63, see kind of where that green meets the yellow, there is a weak cold front not very far away from us. Probably not going to make much more southward progress today, so we're going to stay on the warmer, more humid side of that boundary. Otherwise, not too dissimilar from what we saw yesterday. Temperatures around 80 at noon, highs in the mid 80s. Ultimately, the actual high temperature is going to be dictated by how much sun do we squeeze out into the afternoon. Yesterday, we had a good deal of cloud cover in the morning, and then we had a good 2-3 hour stretch where we got a good deal of sunshine and temperatures just boom, skyrocketed, hit 87 in Baton Rouge. So if we get a little more sun than expected, we could easily get above that 84. But anyway, you slice it, very warm, and at minimum should be near record high, if not getting to it. Only a slim chance of showers. Now, let's give you a look at future radar. We did have a few sprinkles through the overnight. We're generally dry outside right now. I think we'll be mainly dry through the morning. Here we are at noon. And what you'll notice, the H-triple-R pretty aggressive with the cloud cover. However, the last couple of days, it's probably been a little too aggressive. So I think you can count on, as we saw in our Sky 9 shot, some sun mixing in with the cloud cover. And with that, I've got us a little bit closer to 80, if not above, at noon. As we get into the afternoon, it keeps plenty of clouds overhead. Get some sunshine, we'll get a little warmer than what is shown here. And then late this afternoon, this evening, here we are at 7 o'clock, hints at a shower or two. We saw this yesterday, had a couple little tiny showers show up late in the day, but most of you stayed dry. It's going to be a similar pattern. So if you're headed out to dinner or anything else on this Friday night, I'm not expecting any major weather issues, and it's going to be another evening to dress comfortably. Lady Tigers back in action out at Tiger Park, trying to stay undefeated. It's been a heck of a start to their season. They're hosting Texas A&M Corpus Christi this evening. 6 o'clock first pitch for that one. Upper 70s, falling into the mid 70s, so it's going to be nice and mild and just that slim chance of a shower, so not really expecting any major weather issues. Now, about those record highs, yesterday 87 not only was a new daily record high, beating the old record of 86, which had been set just a year ago. That was within 1 degree of the warmest temperature we've ever measured in the month of February in Baton Rouge. And that happened all the way back in 1922. You have to go back a ways. So today, the record 85, also set just a year ago. I'm going 84. We'll be very close to that. And on into the weekend, we're going to be right around the records as well. I've got us 84 both Saturday and Sunday, which would be good enough to tie the records on both days. Monday, still warm. Maybe not quite record warmth, the record 85, but we're not going to be far from it. Monday, we are going to have a weak cold front moving through, but it's not going to do a whole lot, as you'll see here in a moment. Meanwhile, if you've got weekend plans, weather largely cooperates. Saturday and Sunday mornings could be a little patchy fog around. Keep that in mind if you're going to be out early. Otherwise, not much change. We'll kind of see a mix of sun and clouds, highs in the mid 80s. And as I mentioned, a weak front on Monday with that a slight chance of showers. The main impact behind the front, the mornings get a little bit cooler, and I mean just a little bit Tuesday and Wednesday. Mid 50s Tuesday, that'll feel nice. Wednesday around 60, but notice the afternoon highs don't really change. I've now got 80s sticking with us right on through next Thursday. We then look ahead to another front, probably in here late Thursday or Friday of next week. We'll keep an eye on it. Some signs that one may deliver better rain chances, maybe even higher than what I have shown right now, and a more noticeable cool down. We're not talking dramatic, but maybe getting a little closer to normal. Highs in the low to mid 70s and lows dipping into the upper 40s by that what'll be the first weekend of March, Matt.
March?
Yeah, I think next Wednesday is the 1st of March, so we're getting close.
Well, I figured with these temperatures, it was one of these M months. I figured it was like May with record-breaking.
Yeah, there was a pretty neat graphic somebody put out yesterday. It's on a national scale, but basically showing that our morning lows yesterday were what you would typically expect in June in this part of the world.
That's
so
gross,
that gives you an idea. Yeah, so it really is summer-like weather in late February. Now, the afternoon's not quite summer-like, but it's not that far off.
And there you go. That's what we get to play with the rest of those 10 days. Cap, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah. All right, folks, let's get you caught up on a few things going on right now. And there's a lot going on. You can maybe kind of see the top of the board here. I'm going to run through a bunch of it kind of quickly. This, though, just coming in early this morning. Actually, Johnny Asian started following this earlier this morning. Potential crash with injury. And that's what we're looking at right now. A guy riding a bike hit and killed in Iberville Parish about 4:30 this morning. Exactly what led up to all this, how it all happened, the identity of the person killed. Obviously, investigators still have to talk to family. That may be happening right now. Once we get the identity, once we learn more about what happened, we'll keep you updated right here. Need your eyes on the screen for a quick minute. Actually, I'm going to do this for you as well. Let's pull this photo up as big as we can so it's easy to see. Tangipahoa Parish Sheriff's Office putting these pictures out. This is a teenager, 16 years old, missing for almost 2 weeks now. This goes back a couple Mondays, February 13th. This is 16-year-old Sue Ann Williams, last seen in the Kentwood area. Described as about 5'2", weighing about 100 or so pounds. If you've seen her, if you know anything about this missing teenager, again, 16 years old, you can call the Tangipahoa Parish Sheriff's Office or simply dial 911. They're going to get your information to exactly where it needs to be. Again, a good look for you right there, or do this for us as well. Find this story at WAFB.com, the 9 News app. Share this. Let's get her back to family. Again, it's almost 2 weeks now, February 13th, a couple Mondays ago. All right, a couple of shootings grabbing some headlines. The latest last night off of Airline Highway. You know where the Fountain Motel is on Airline Highway? Just south of Goodwood Boulevard. Somebody shot there, taken to the hospital. Not sure just yet where the investigation is when it comes to whoever pulled the trigger. We are working with the detectives right now to get you all caught up. You know the number to dial, meanwhile, if you can help them out. It's 344-STOP. But this shooting, this is the one that grabbed a lot of headlines. Why? Because it was caught on camera, and, well, two, because of just the absolute ferocity of what was seen. I'll go ahead and show it to you right here. I know you've seen it already. Look top right. Two guys right there, kind of top right of your screen, white car going by, and yeah, that's what you're seeing. They're kind of highlighting gun drawn, shots being fired. Now, it's unclear if the other person there fired any shots. It's unclear if anybody in the white car was firing shots, but we do know what is clear, nobody was hit. There were some windows, as you can see right there, that took a bit of damage, but that was the extent of it. The thing is, not quite sure just yet. Detectives working on figuring out who else is involved, everybody involved here. They'd like to find all parties involved. But again, this is where you come in. This story's waiting for you at WAFB.com, the 9 News app. If you think somebody has not seen it yet, and in our part of the world, it's hard to imagine, this was getting shared a lot. Share this with them, see if they know anything, make that phone call to 344-STOP. Look, you make that program work. Let's lighten it up a little bit here. Some things going on today, and a great opportunity for parents who might have kids in athletics right now. We've been talking a lot about heart health, right? For our younger athletes, heart health in general, but for our younger athletes, good opportunity to get a screening, free screening today. This is courtesy of the Ochsner Medical Complex. You know the one, the Grove over by Louisiana, the Mall of Louisiana? That's the one we're talking about. Now, you do have to sign up for this. It's going on right now. It started at 8 this morning, but they're going to run it until noon. So you still got a little bit of time if you want to jump in and maybe be a part of this, but you do have to register. Find this story. It's waiting for you. WAFB.com, the 9 News app. Great opportunity to make sure that that ticker is good to go before they get on the field, get on the court. Also today, this is going on in Ascension Parish, back end of Black History Month, right? Sheriff's Office, their WAG Center in Donaldsonville, hosting a Black History Month program tonight. Starts at 6 o'clock. It's right there on Miggins Avenue. You know where that is in Donaldsonville. Again, the WAG Center there. If you're out in Ascension Parish, the Sheriff's Office would love to see you down there in Donaldsonville. A little event going on. Okay, this was talked about this morning. Our Callie Hubbard live with the folks from 225 Fest. The inaugural event happens tomorrow. Where? I wonder where. It's 225. Baton Rouge. Actually, downtown Baton Rouge, in and around the area, a lot going on. They're saying they're expecting thousands of people to be out there and be a part of this. Like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm good at counting. 1,000 people. That's a lot of folks. If you'd like to see what's going on, check this story out. Callie put it up there. It's all nice and arranged for you. 225 Fest going at it tomorrow. Going at it today. Steve was just talking a little bit about the sports. LSU baseball is on the road, but we're talking about them because they're the #1 team in the country right now. And this is their first road trip on the road out to the Round Rock Classic. It's Kansas State today. It's an early first pitch, 2 o'clock. Then it's Iowa and Sam Houston State as the weekend moves on. Softball, as Steve was talking about, back at Tiger Park. They're taking on Texas A&M Corpus Christi. It's kind of the LSU-ULL crossover. And so LSU will be playing ULL this weekend as well. And then returning the favor, they'll go out to Lafayette a little bit later. It's kind of a road trip thing, but it's just right down the interstate. So be a part of that out at Tiger Park at 6 o'clock if you want to. Southern University, baseball and softball, big tournaments today, all weekend. Baseball actually in New Orleans. It's the Andre Dawson Classic, always a good one to be a part of. Southern University, the HBCU Classic in Montgomery. They get going. That is a 1 o'clock? Yes, and this one is a 7 o'clock first pitch. Boys and girls, that's a lot going on. So welcome to the Plus. We're going to kind of step you through everything that we're doing on our days here. Never quite know. Let me give you a look at, hold on, wait for it. Just this, because that's what I've got called up. The 10-day forecast. So that's a whole bunch of going-ons right now, and you can see the weekend to come. Not too bad if you're going to get out there. We're going to get back to that in just a quick second. It's actually sitting behind us right now because weather. So incredibly important down here, apparently.
I'm loving it.
It's the gig.
Like
Keeping you. There you go.
Put my mic on.
Keeping you employed. The weather.
Yeah.
Down here.
I'm glad. You know, one thing I can guarantee you is every day there will be weather.
Check. That's exactly right. Let's go. Look, we have a little cafe in the building, so to speak. A little break room. A little coffee shows up every once in a while. Depends on who's brewing it.
Right.
Johnny Asian's a big fan of his
high octane.
High octane. It's a drinking game on the morning show.
Yes,
Anytime you hear Johnny say high octane, take a shot of whatever you got. This, however, though, is a very unique little cafe. I want to bring your attention. This is Seoul, South Korea.
What am I looking at?
I know, right? Do you think this is a cafe? No. One would walk past this construction site in South Korea without even giving it much thought. It's an accidental cafe. A 3-story building in Seoul, originally a private house, undergoing some renovation to become a showroom, but became a popular cafe among some young patrons. A unique mood of construction site there. When renovation work was disrupted because they had the cold weather, well, the developer, the owner, alongside some other team members, decided to turn it into a temporary cafe. Got coffees and cakes that actually resemble long bricks, the cakes do. It's kind of funny. So when this pop-up cafe eventually ends its 92-day run, renovations will resume in May. But taking the time right now to just, you know what we've got? We've got ourselves a little cafe.
Feels like a prison cafe.
I know, right? Wait a minute, what are you serving me here? What is going on?
And then, was that a drone that flew in there for that?
You saw how smooth that was?
Yeah.
Can we get our hands on some of
That
this?
was pretty cool.
That was nice.
I was like, getting off track, but it came out a year or two ago. That continuous video, they took the drone into the bowling alley, and oh man,
like not just in the bowl. I know the one you're talking about, like down in into the pins and up into like the mechanisms and behind it, and then out and beyond. I know what you're talking about, and you're like, that's got to be faked. And so some of this stuff is so. That's skill, man.
Yeah, there's some real skilled drone pilots, operators.
It is incredible.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, so let's give you a look at something pretty to wrap up on this Friday, all right?
Oh, no, pictures.
Yeah.
No,
we tried.
Not even close, my man.
Don't ask my wife to weigh in either. All right, take a look. We've got some stunning wildlife photographs for you. This from National Geographic. They were crowning their best of the best for 2022. So photographers, I told you words this morning were hard. From all over the world, submitting works to Nat Geo's Pictures of the Year contest, and the slate of finalists, a medley of amazing landscapes. The overall grand prize winner was an incredible mid-flight moment capturing a convocation of majestic bald eagles seemingly jockeying for prime perch position near an Alaska shoreline. I just read what you hand to me.
There it is.
There it is.
That's the convocation.
There it is. So if you want to go check out the convocation,
yeah, you can.
all you got to do is go to natgeo.com/photographs photo contest winner.
Are you good at the? How are you on the photos? The world photos?
You know, I was terrible back in the day.
Really?
The old film cameras.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or, you know, when you couldn't see the product.
Oh yeah. Well,
But, like, these things make it so easy
I know.
now.
We're all like we're better than average photographers.
Like,
yeah, no, I'm with you.
the old cameras, man, it's kind of hard.
I loved it. I love. There's something about photography I just love, and the old film cameras I was a big fan of. And you like you're talking about, you got to make sure everything's right. You never knew what you were going to get. And then the DSLRs came along. You could snap 1,000 at a time.
Yeah.
You could see them right there in the little screen. But then these phone cameras and these lenses on these dang cameras are on phones.
And they
crazy.
do all the work for you. Pick your setting, or you tap screen focus, boom, you're done most of the time.
Boom, exactly right. Boom. We'll get out and snap a few photos this weekend. It's going to be warm, not a lot of rain out there, but there's a lot going on, and it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, 225 Fest tomorrow downtown. If you want to go check that out. Overall, anything you got playing this weekend should be pretty good. Maybe a stray shower, but otherwise keeping it warm right on through at least the mid part of next week.